Hello everyone, I'm Jack and I'm back. And before I put things up, I decided, you know what? Let me put the other inside of the fender on the opposite side. Now, like I said, this is the inside of the fender, so it's not the right exact shape, but it's close. And so I went ahead and did it. The advantage is I can get some distance between me and the car in the video. And there we go. I'll walk around it. And I can prop it like that so I can get it closer to where it belongs. So again, the idea is to round out the back of the C8, get rid of the sharp angles. Of course, the door will have to be redone, but that'll require cutting off the door skin. All right, so one of the things, and I think I've decided, but I'll show you. So if you look at the C8, there are two sharp angles going forward. Of course, this one right here, which I definitely want to get rid of, and then this one right here below. All right, so as I stand back, you'll see there's two sharp edges there. All right, so the question is, where does the point in this fender go relative to that? So right now it's at the lower one. Actually, it's lower than the lower one, but again, I'm trying to do this by myself and prop it up and fight the wind. So I'm thinking that I'm going to want it on the higher one, and it will more follow this edge right here if I raise this up. So I'm going to see if I can do it without completely dropping everything, which may or may not work. Closer to the may not. I'm going to set the phone down for a second. There we go. All right. Not exactly how it goes. It's going to have to go further back. But now you can see the peak here matches the peak there. This more closely follows the contour of the C8 fender. And then right here, this thing's gonna have to move back because I can't cut off this back edge because it's needed for the top. This is a hardtop convertible and it's needed for the top to do its thing. So again, I'm gonna try this. It may or may not work. Slide it back. There we are. That's closer to where it goes, right there. So if we look at it from the back, again, it's going to go in a little bit, but it won't have to go in a lot. And so you can see that this kind of follows the curve of the C8. Not exactly, but somewhat. I do have to be careful about this edge right here, these two, because when the top opens and the trunk opens, they both open towards each other. And so this is critical, this line is critical. And I found out from my previous body design, you can't really mess with this a whole lot because then it makes it to where those two won't work together. So kind of this corner right here where these three meet has to stay right there. Same with this. So I'm going to modify from this out. And so you can see this one's close to that. That seam's probably, yeah, see the seam is right there. So this is real close to what I would have to do. In fact, it could move in a little bit right there. And let's see, get rid of this. Again, I'm fighting with the wind. All right. So that would move in a little bit, you just saw. But that's kind of the idea that I have here. It won't sit down that far. So either I will raise it up or cut that off. Don't know which. Let's see where we are here. All right, there's the spoiler. Yeah, see the point right here is a little bit past the spoiler. I can modify this past here because the trunk opens this way and there's a small band across the trunk area. So everything from here back, I'm free to do whatever I want. So I would adjust this up, down, sideways, make it smaller, section it, whatever needs to happen. Obviously that won't work for ground clearance. And if I raise it up, then it's going to mess with what I was talking about, where the three pieces meet right here. You can see that where it is right now, it pretty much meets exactly there. So this is real close to what it would look like. Don't know what everyone else thinks, but I really like that curve a whole lot better than the sharp edge and all the contours and all the angles of the C8, which is why I started this project in the first place. All right, that's what I've got. Now, what I'll have to do is decide what to do about this vent here, because if this comes up here, then what happens? I could extend this all the way up to the door. But if I remember right, yeah, this is just open area underneath here if you look. So I'm pretty much free to do whatever I want here. All right, I really would like to do that swoop vent that I've been showing in some of my videos. So maybe I'll be able to do that on the front of this. So anyway, that's in the future. But it looks like that back area, if you get here, I really think it's going to look good. Now remember that I've got that rounded front fender, so my idea was I wanted a rounded front fender here and a rounded back fender there. So the only question is that stick out too much? Now the other thing is, I'm making this for a Z06 or an E-Ray or any of those wide bodies, so it needs to stick out more than the factory fender. It's 2 inches wider if I'm not mistaken. And right now it is up against the fender, so it does have to come out a little bit more. Let me go look at the other side. Yeah, see, there's not much. I mean, there's a little bit of room there between the wheel, between the tire and the fender. But if I put a 2-inch wider wheel on there, then the fender's going to have to come out. So this will come out a little bit. Anyway, like I said, I think it's really going to shape up once I start going in that direction. All right, like, subscribe, hit the alert, hit the thanks if you want to donate, and if you don't like what I'm doing, you don't know Jack. Bye.